Lock it up. 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 Turn. Ooh. Delicious. That was delicious.
Right there.
He said swallow it. Bring it back down. Bring it. Spit it back out.
Dude, you seen that video where the dude's the old school with the long hair? He's fucking pop locking, dropping shit, dude.
Mm-mm.
He tears the kids up. They're dancing in the garage, and the dude tears them up. Rocking them John Pauls.
Fraser's always rocking the John Powells.
I'm about to fucking quit those bastards, dude.
Why, they're not going to sponsor you? They're going to sponsor your show?
Well, dude, remember the other classes I showed you? Those fuckers are like $15. These are like 60. They're basically the same fucking glass.
It's like you got to go to the dollar store, bro. You can get a bunch of them for a fucking buck.
Yeah,
That's where I get my reading glasses.
I bought a shitload of knives, dude. Like, I bought a nice pocket knife. I'll show it to you.
Oh, getting ready for the terror attacks?
Yeah, waiting for the terrorists to come through. But when I was doing it, you know how Amazon sends you shit? Like,
I don't have Amazon.
Oh,
My wife
dude,
does.
I love it.
I've never ordered anything online.
I buy everything on that. And it's fucking here like tomorrow, dude.
Internet's the devil, bro.
But it had these knives for like fucking
What kind of knives?
dude, I'll show
Like
you.
throwing knives?
No, it's almost like a switchblade. But they were $2. I was like, how can I not buy it? It's $2.
Yeah,
So I bought 8 of them.
Well, you had to, yeah.
I
Well,
bought- but
I didn't know that. If
Dude.
I'd have known that, I would have said, yeah, of course you got to buy 8 of them.
man. I mean, $2.
You can tuck them in all kinds of orifices.
I give them to all my kids. I give them to the girls. They're like, Dad, what do you give me a knife for? I said, you never know when terrorists is going to be around. So,
Yeah, I won't even let my kid cut his own steak. That fucker will cut his finger off. No knives for
dude,
DJ.
I'll show you them. I'll give you one. I got plenty. I'll give you one.
What happened to the? Remember, everybody used to wear that pocket knife. Fucking used to have a little pocket thing with a pocket knife walking
Yeah.
around. What happened to that? Nobody does that anymore.
I do. I carry one for. Well,
Yeah.
I have a sleeve. You know, like a
Yeah.
leather sleeve. I wear it like
Do you?
Bull and Luke Duke.
Is that legal? Can you do that? Can you walk around with
don't
a
know.
fucking knife like
I
that?
don't know, dude. That one I got. It's a Tonto knife. It's fucking shaped a little different and shit. So
What's Tonto knife?
that's what they call it. It's a Tonto knife.
Remember the Rambo knives, and then you take the top off,
Dude.
and it had a fucking like. why did people
Compass.
buy them with like fucking thread? Like if they were gonna get cut, they could fucking stitch themselves
No,
out.
it's fishing line in there.
Kelly Mooney.
There's fishing line in there though, with a little weight and a sinker and a
Oh
hook.
my gosh! Like they were gonna survive
Yeah.
in fucking Dry Creek.
Yeah, you're gonna get fucking lost in Galt and have
You're
to go
gonna
down to Dry Creek and fucking
Catch some perch.
It's funny.
Fucking retarded.
Dude, it's good to have you back, brother.
Oh man. It's good to be back, man.
Yeah.
Good to be back in the fucking saddle.
Hear your little angelic voice, man.
Yeah, well, I make shit happen.
Well, we just have a working relationship. There's a karma field here, like
It's
you know,
magic, huh?
if you throw
You could-
something out there, like
You could try to do it with anybody you want, but it's not magic, bro.
yeah, I know. There's just some shit that happens, dude. Like if you say, back in the day
When I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
Back in the day. See, but you can pick up on that if I started, man.
That's what it sounds like when I watch you do it with other people, and I'm like,
Dude, it's like seeing your girlfriend or your girlfriend or your lady kiss another guy. You're like, oh, I don't know about that.
huh?
I don't know.
Kissing another guy.
Well, I don't know about that.
yeah, she better be an actress.
Yeah, they were just acting.
They were acting like they weren't gonna fuck.
It's just her friend Tyrone.
I want your cow.
They're just wrestling.
Tyrone.
They're just-
Wrestling, like you used to do with your uncle.
Yeah.
Your uncle.
Dude.
With Ray.
We'll get to the.
That's how I used to always
incident.
wrestle with Ray.
Yeah, naked.
Cut off shorts.
Nude wrestling, what it is.
So go ahead. Give your shout outs.
What is today, man? It's the
I know it's Sunday the 7th.
October 7th, getting close to the Halloween. So we got new subscribers. I'm going to send a good shout out to this guy. He's a veteran. Met him at a job and he subscribed on site. Now that it just fucking made me light up like a little candle, dude. I was happy.
Cool.
Jeffrey Scott, North Highlands. What's up, brother? This guy got a handle. Space Crackers. What's up? Carla Jo Sue, she subscribed. Marcus Gonzalez. Family. That's family.
For
right?
show.
Andrew Preston, Big Dan 74, The No Name. Well, that's a pretty cool handle, The No Name. And then Upside Down Picker. Thank you guys. We're almost at 100. We're at fucking 95. We're right there. Dude.
Oh, are we?
Dude, yeah.
Once you get to 100, you're full blown. Once you get 100, you're getting offers from Fox, CBS.
Yeah. MSNBC. We're already rated higher than CNN, so.
Fake news.
We're rated higher, dude. So what do we got, man? We're going to throw down to. I've been noticing, dude, I went to the doctors and they make me pee now, to make sure I'm taking the pills that they're giving me, dude. Like, they drug test me to make sure I'm taking those pills.
Oh, that's a good fucking topic, too. So what pills are they giving you? This is fucking something I rambled on this week, too.
So I'm off the Ambien. It's been like 2 months now. I'm off the Ambien. They gave me a different one. I don't know the name of it, but it works. It's good, dude.
Did you... I've seen that the guy who created OxyContin is also creating a drug to get off the opioid crisis. Isn't that fucking so hypocritical? The guy who created OxyContin, which is a problem with the fucking opioid crisis, is creating a drug to get off these drugs. He's double dipping, bro.
Yeah, but that's fucking awesome, man. I mean, like, he created the problem and now he's going to solve it.
Boom. I mean, this is how fucked up we are. And you know what I don't like, dude? This is what I don't fucking like. I don't like the people who justify using fucking, well, I don't do drugs. And then you go in their fucking farm, in their medicine cabinet, and they got all these fucking drugs.
Yeah, because they don't consider it drugs.
They're drugs! They're worse. Yeah. And this is what I keep fucking preaching.
Like this. This is a drug, dude.
That's a fucking drug. So, and the fucking, I know we harp on the fucking marijuana thing, but I keep telling everybody at work, they're like, well, fuck, yeah, at least I don't smoke marijuana. But you drink fucking a 6-pack a day. Alcohol is 10 times worse than fucking marijuana,
I agree.
dude.
I think alcohol's a demon, dude.
So, and I got people, family, friends, whatever, they go to church, and they're like, well, we don't do drugs no more. And then they're on, well, let me go take my medication. You're on drugs. That's what drugs are. Yeah. You're on worse fucking drugs. Just because it's legal doesn't make it moral.
Yeah.
Boom.
No, like, I've always said it, man. If crack was legal, I would not go out and buy crack still. Even if I could go buy crack right now, I wouldn't do it.
Why?
I got to wait till I retire to do that stuff. So I wait till my life's completely put together where I'm in a position I don't have to fucking work anymore. And then I'm going to smoke crack.
And you're going to get cracked out.
Yeah, then I'm going to smoke crack.
Then you're going to have to suck more dick for crack.
Yeah. Or for pizza.
Or for pizza, yeah. Yeah. Oh, fuck off. I'll suck a dick right now for a slice of pizza. I'm on this fucking trying to eat healthy kick, right? And fucking no bread. I don't know what the fucking, everybody said, are you on the keto? Or are you doing fucking colonics? I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I don't know the names of anything, and I don't follow any recipe for nothing. Yeah. I just like, okay, I ask somebody,
You're freestyling.
Yeah, I'm freestyling. So I ask somebody, hey, yeah, don't eat that. So I'm trying. I've been trying for a few weeks now, trying to eat healthy. And
are you seeing results?
Oh, 100%.
Can you see your penis again?
100%. I mean, I can see the hair, but I see the hair turning white. But fucking, I was telling Frazier, I was like, yeah, fuck, I'll suck a dick for a fucking piece of pizza. But I found out that I am not an extremist. I don't fucking follow. I mean, I don't get in something and just fucking dial in on it. Like, I'm not like that. I'm like, okay, now I got to find my happy medium. There is a happy medium. You don't have to fucking go 100% of whatever you're doing. There's a happy medium.
So what percentage are you at?
Of what?
Are you on this diet kick? Are
well, right now,
I was 72.
No, I say I'm a 90.
Oh damn!
Yeah. Oh no, I'm doing good. I'm telling you, I'm doing fucking good. I did have a couple bites of a piece of pizza the other day, but I mean, other than that, I've been eating fucking good, and I've been sleeping better and stuff. But I think there is a place where I can, maybe one day, have a slice of pizza or 5, and then fucking, I was soda like you. I was a soda fucking king, and now I'm down to 1 soda a day. And there's moderations where you can fucking live healthy. And
does soda taste better now?
Oh, fucking soda or fucking or that pizza. I had a couple bites of a pizza. I'm like, oh, no wonder why I was gonna suck a dick for this. It's good. This guy's you're drinking less soda, so he buys small ones, and now he drinks more of them.
I just grown since our last episode. I'm not big now.
No, I found out that I'm not an extremist. I'm a fucking moderate, and I'm gonna find my happy medium somewhere where I can Because DG told me, and he brought something up, and I fucking was thinking about it. He's like, because I can't sleep. I sleep like 3 hours a night. Fuck, I have for years. And he's like, dude, change your diet. You're going to fucking sleep better. And I don't know if it's mental, because it could be mental. It could be like, now I'm eating better. Now I can sleep better. Maybe I'm thinking about it, but I have been able to sleep better. And I'm not bloated all the time, because I eat till I fucking can't breathe. And now I haven't had ice cream in fucking 3 weeks, and I'm fucking fiending right now.
Dude, ice cream's it's good too, man. I gotta wrestle with that shit because I'm lactose, man. So
you're lactose intolerant.
Yeah,
huh?
so like the trifecta is like a kid's birthday party, and you got fucking pizza.
So you don't eat pizza?
Cake? No, I do. I don't give a fuck.
Right. Okay.
I'll get like rashes and
You start shit. Sharting, dude.
Sharting.
Fuck. The other day, I was like, I was just fucking up there, fucking gonna fart, and then fucking, nope.
Shit.
Time to go cut off the underwear.
Dude.
Because my diet changed, dude,
Yeah.
and I was like, it's different. It's like my fucking bowels a little different. Fuck, I'm getting older.
Dude, are your turds sinking?
Are they sinking?
If your turds sink, that's good.
Oh,
if
really?
they float, it's bad.
I'm still at little turds, dude. I just want to. My turds are big, no bigger than a fucking penny, the size round. I mean, for my whole life, I only had
cat turds.
Little cat turds. When I go in there, my little boy don't flush, and he has a turd the size of a fucking Coke can, dude.
Dude, I don't understand that. I'm
fuck.
not shitting you, dude. I seen one like this. It was just about like this in the toilet.
I know.
And I was going like, fuck, who the fuck took that shit, man?
It's always the littlest kid.
And then I'm thinking, maybe it just fucking
expanded in the water?
in the water it just started to saturate. And no, that wasn't the problem because I had to fucking take the plunger and cut that fucker in half. You know, and it was solid, dude. I was like, I think that's good though. I don't know the cat turds is good though. I think you need to have a little bit like a Snickers bar turd.
All right, yeah. I don't know nothing about
I can tell because I'll tell you what. I try to stay away from the fast food, but I fucking love Jim Boys, man. I gotta get me some Jim Boys.
Oh man, so every Sunday that I leave here, there's Jim Boys right off Elko Boulevard.
Yeah.
So every Sunday I stop there and I text Sarah. I'm like, hey, she goes, stop and get Jim Boys. Today I'm not getting Jim Boys, so I haven't had fast food in a few weeks.
But is that really fast food, man? I mean, they give
I don't
you, like,
think it's
the
fast
beans,
food.
the rice.
But not supposed to eat rice or tortilla. Mexican food's supposed to be fucking not good for you. But
what?
I think I've been so good. I think I'm gonna cheat,
dude. Like I said, Thursday or Friday, the specials at Jim Boys is like $8 or $9 for the fucking lunch special.
Jim Boys the best, dude.
Dude, it's so good, and they give you a warm tortilla and the fucking.
I get like 5 sides of tortillas, bro, with the rice with extra cheese and fucking sauce on it.
Dude, it's so good. You make me want to go get it too.
I know it.
Yeah, diet's big, dude. I did it the keto thing for about 2 weeks. And Danny or DG was on me about the same thing, like, oh, you can't eat that, this, that, and I was like, fuck it, I tapped out. I'm like, I gotta go get something to eat.
Well, I think there is a fucking balance in there where you can fucking. I was telling Sarah, I was wondering if I could just fucking do that during the week, and on the weekends maybe cheat and have. I would say cheat. Cheat's the wrong word because it's like you just balance it out. Where like, hey, let's get a pizza. Like I think there is a balance.
No, there is, man.
I just not into extreme stuff. I'm not extremist. I know that.
There's some math in there, dude. And if you watch it, it's on Netflix. The keto diet, the ketosis or something. And they took these Aborigine people. I forget what it's called, mana or mansa. It's basically like what you make tortillas and stuff out of.
Okay, masa,
yeah, okay. And those people are indigenous to where they were at. They've never had no problem with diabetes or getting big or anything like that. But once the Europeans started coming over there and they introduced them to sugar, flour, a bunch of other shit, now they got a really bad fucking case of overweight over there.
Is it fucking because I was listening to this guy, he went over to Europe, to England and stuff, and they were over there traveling, doing comedy tours, and he said that he was eating more bad shit over there but felt so much better. He was saying the stuff that we have in America, there's really no real regulations over here. So the stuff they eat over there, over here we have a lot of corn syrup.
Yeah.
Corn syrup's like the worst thing for you, right?
Yeah.
And over there it's different. They have different regulations. He's all, because I was eating, I was like not stressed out. I was fucking felt good. I was eating whatever the fuck I want. And he goes, I think it's America, dude. I think the shit we have over here is just like hamburger McDonald's is not real meat. It's like fucking just squeezed out fucking. shit. Like, I think what we eat here in America is probably way worse than they eat over in Europe. My boss went to Italy, and he was saying, you can eat there in Italy. Real Italian food. He's all, you could sit there and eat all day and never feel full.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
It's something else they put in the food there, dude.
I know if you look at shit, man, I mean, you just look at what's on there. It's like, they don't say it, but it's the devil, dude. It's on there.
It's in there somewhere.
Fuck it, man. Yeah, well, fucking, I hope you do good on your diet thing, man.
I wouldn't call it a diet. I'm just trying to kind of eat healthy. I think I'm trying to eat healthy. That's what I'm trying to get to. Not a diet.
What I do is when if my knees start hurting, I know I'm getting fat because my knees hurt me. So then I'll cut back and just fucking drop 10 pounds or something.
Why don't you just do crank? I don't understand. Just do crank.
Dude, I would if I wasn't so drug tested as much as I am, dude. I mean, I'm looking forward to doing drugs when I retire. I am. My wife gets mad at me for saying that, but what else are you going to do when you're retired, dude?
We went to a donut shop. It was like last weekend or something. I took DJ, and it was like, he was like, there's a dude in there's tweaking, man. He was tweaking hard. Like, he was like fucking moving, zooming, like fucking. And DJ's like, what's what? I said, that's, because I was joking with DJ. I'm like, that's a real tweaker, right? That's a tweaker. He's tweaking. Yeah. He goes, I said, he's on crank right now. Watch him. Look at him. He's like, he's like, fucking, that's a tweaker, dude. You want to look like that? Dude, crank,
sitting
bro.
there fucking origami out of the little napkins and shit. Well, fucking, let's crush the diet one out then. You see it? I don't see it. Oh, here's a big one, dude.
What?
We were getting into this, and well, Weller watched a movie called The 13th, and so he turned me onto it. I watched it yesterday.
The best thing to do is watch it, because it's hard for me to explain some of that stuff. You know, it's more in depth, but I think it's about the abolishment of slavery. But what they did is put a loophole in there for crime. You could still be a slave, right? Yeah. That's what it says. If you're a criminal, you can still actually be a slave. And it's what it's transitioned to over time is the same fucking thing. It's just, you know.
But I think that even without the 13th, if you're a white man or you're a Hispanic, whatever it is, if you get incarcerated, you got to work. You know what I mean? They don't just let you sit in your cell.
Right, but since it's been privatized, they're creating laws to fucking create longer, the minimum sentence thing. Is such bullshit because they took away the fucking common sense of the judge, which he had said, you know what, I see your circumstance, I'm going to give you 6 months. This guy, he's been fucking up quite a bit, I'm going to give him 2 years. This guy, you know, I've seen history. So they took that away from the judges, and ALEC, A-L-E-C, has been fucking, they're the ones who pushed this through the Clintons, especially, and said, no, we got minimum sentences now. So the judges just say, okay, even though this is your first offense, you still got to do 5 years. It's a minimum. He's taken away all his discretion. So I think the privatization of the fucking prison system has created, you see it doubling, tripling, and I don't think the crime has necessarily went up, but the fucking lengths of the crime that you're supposed to go in for has and the bail system is so fucking skewed. It showed, you know, the one thing me and Fraser were talking about was like the kid Khalif, you know, he went to prison.
He's a kid in the movie.
To Rikers Island for 3 years because they said he stole a backpack. They said you can get out on bail. Well, bail is $10,000. Well, he don't have fucking $10,000, and he wouldn't admit to it because he didn't do the crime. Yeah. Eventually, the charges were dropped, but you know he was raped and beaten in prison, and then eventually he killed himself over all this fucking traumatic stress that he went through.
He was in 3 years, and he got out, and it was like 2 years later he hung himself.
So the bail system is an economic thing where if you're guilty and rich, you can be out free, but if you're poor and innocent, you can be in jail during that whole time you're waiting for trial.
Yeah, it's no doubt, man. I mean,
the criminal system has to be fucking evaluated because you see all the companies that sponsor ALEC that promote all these fucking laws that try to create more prisoners because it's a big fucking business.
Yeah,
it's real. That shit's real, and I think now it's become more of an economic thing than anything else. It's like if you're poor, you can be accused of a crime whether you do it or not. You have to go through this, and it's not. This country always says, you know, you're innocent until proven guilty. No, you're guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah, they just did that with Kavanaugh, man.
They just did that with Kavanaugh.
Look at that shit, dude.
And I agree with that 100%. I thought that, you know, we are kind of fucked right now. Men are kind of fucked as far as you shouldn't be able to look. This is what I say. This is what I was telling Sarah the other night. If you accuse somebody of rape, right?
Yeah.
And I don't believe the accuser, and I don't necessarily believe the accused. Right? You have to wait for the fucking the actual factual evidence, right? But if you get found that that's a false accusation, you should do the same time as that guy would have done if he would have been fucking found guilty. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't know. That's a mandatory sentencing thing, you know. But I think you should be held accountable for bringing up false charges.
100%.
You know, we're talking about the first time and shit, right? So the first time you do anything, you basically remember that. That's a memory, right? I don't care if it's getting laid, getting loaded, whatever it is. If you got raped, you should probably remember everything that went
Well, okay,
down.
I don't want to say, as far as that goes, I don't want to say if that happened or not. I don't know. And this is where it goes back to another conversation where I think something did happen to her. And if it was him, or should he necessarily something that he did? I mean, we grow as people, so you should be held accountable. Okay, let's say he found guilty of that. Now, still, even though that was in high school, should he still be held accountable 50 years later? He's not even the same person. We're not the same people we were in high school.
No, I agree with
We've
that.
done shit like that. Not rape, but I mean, we've done shit where, okay, we've grown since then. We're not the same people. We shouldn't be held accountable.
And here's the thing that, to me on it, because I look at it with open eyes. I wasn't just saying, oh, I want Kavanaugh in because Trump picked him. I wasn't like that. I want to see what this lady had to say and what's going on. And for me, after hearing her story, I didn't believe her, man. And, you know, that's just where it's at. I didn't believe her, but it was because her best friend, right? Or whoever, she says she drove to the party and she got drove home, right? Whoever that was would remember it, right? I mean...
You know what? I don't want to pass judgment because I don't know. And I think if you ever do anything like that to a woman, that you should go to fucking prison and you should be held accountable and you are a piece of fucking shit. If you do something like that, because I always think about it, it could be your daughter. Oh, and if that ever happened, you should be 100% accountable and you should fucking be fucking sent to jail and ass fucked in jail.
Think about this. She says, I know I had one beer. I drink one beer, right? Okay, she remembers she had one beer, but she can't remember who drove her home. You had just had something fucking really bad happen to you. And what she described to me didn't sound like rape. It sounded like maybe whoever it was on her and tried to bump and grind on her or something. But, I mean, there was no penetration. There was no fucking nakedness.
Well, I think she remember. Actually, did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Some of the stuff she did remember. Like Trump was saying, well, she didn't remember she remembered it was on the stairway. She remembered it was this house from this house. She remembered some stuff. But some of the stuff that wasn't put out in public was that the people there, her friends, were like, I don't think that happened.
Yeah.
Like the people she was with said that I don't think that happened.
Her best friend Leland.
And it wasn't really promoted in the news like it should have been, because if it wasn't and trust me, dude, I didn't want Kavanaugh in there, but I'm saying that if it was the opposite, if it was the Democrats putting somebody else in, it was the Republicans, we'd be pushing the same fucking idea.
Look at Keith Ellison, man.
It would be the same fucking thing.
Look at Keith Ellison, though. His old lady got beat up, right?
Who's that?
He's number 2 in the DNC. Keith Ellison.
Okay.
So his old lady got beat up. She went to the doctor. Said, hey, he beat me. How'd that happen? My old man beat me. Her son got on Facebook and started blowing this guy up. Because, for one, he didn't like him. It wasn't his dad. They never got along, all that kind of shit. And that's the kind of angle they kind of took it. But they didn't put no focus on that. That's a Me Too deal. She's coming forward. Her man's fucking number 2 in line in the DNC, right? But they don't look at that at all. This is actually something that happened. There's proof. There's doctors. All they got. It's wrapped up. Like, that's what I don't get either with what's her name? Not Catholic. Juanita Broderick, right? She said Bill Clinton raped her. Mm-hmm. She got a fucking fat lip. She went to the doctor. Everything went down. Yeah, I got raped. This and that. And they're like, no, I don't think so. It's that rich thing again. Or like, I'm sure if if they really put Law and Order on her, or the same justice
stuck on Hillary.
No, I'm just saying the shit she did. There's a kid in a nuclear sub. This guy took pictures, show his family.
I know. We talked about this before.
I mean, that's what goes back to the 13th Amendment. What we're talking about, dude. There's 2 standards of justice. There's two different laws.
Well, that's why I like the 13th, that documentary, because it exposed the Clintons for what they did. It exposed, I mean, it had Newt Gingrich on there.
Yeah,
it had
everybody.
It had everybody. And it had the people from Alec East there to fucking say their piece, you know? That's why I liked it. It was like, I would say it was more so nonpartisan. It was just fucking actual things that we're going through in this country. That's why I don't think it's deniable. Like, they're not saying, well, the Democrats are helping. They're not saying that. They're saying the government in general. The Democrats took a play out of the Republicans' playbook, is what they said. Fight crime, drugs, all this shit. You know, it's all bullshit, dude. It's all bullshit. And what has happened? The fucking middle class has been killed. Since the 80s, the middle class has been fucking killed. That's what's happening. And so you can hide all this bullshit by creating fear, but we're going to give tax breaks to the rich. But let's create fear among, there's going to be terrorist attacks. But let's create fear among drug users, or fear. Drug use is not a fucking crime, bro. It's a health issue. And it's been dealt with as a crime. Why? Why is it a crime?
Because it's untaxed. It's the same thing as it's tax evasion. That's what it is, man.
Okay, I agree with that. And the pharmaceutical companies have a big thing, and they're lobbyists. Yeah. And they're not lobbyists for Republicans. They're not lobbyists for Democrats. They're lobbyists for all politicians. They fucking feed both sides, dude. 100%. Well, that's why I hate getting into this fucking party line bullshit. And I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck about Democrats, and I don't give a fuck about Republicans.
You can't escape it, though, man. It's an out when you say you can't pick sides.
But why can't you just continue to vote independent? Why can't we and if we keep denying independent vote, why we just say, well, you have to vote? Fuck that. I'm going to continue to vote independent until till we try to change something.
We don't have independence, because even being libertarian, I consider myself independent, man, because you're an outlier. There's only two parties. And until that changes,
I'm still voting independent.
Yeah, but it's like throwing your vote away, man.
Okay, but I am then I'm still going. Well, at what point does it change, dude? Because I think voting down party lines is, and you try to consider yourself, you're not a free thinker if you vote party lines. You're not.
This is what
it's the antithesis of being a free thinker.
This is what Trump did, man. Is that he's not a Republican, he's not a conservative, he's not. He used that as a stepping ground to get done what he wanted to do. Right, and that's kind of like Cox now in California. He's the same thing. He's not a Republican, dude.
Trump's an opportunist,
dude. He's
100%.
Yeah, he's out for himself. But he is. That's the way you do it. Just like Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders ain't no Democrat. He's a socialist.
He's a socialist. Yeah.
Yeah. So what he does is add Democrat and socialist together.
But I mean, you can have your own opinions about things. You can be like socially conscious and still be like economically fiscal. Like, you can have all those things in you. Like, that's me. I'm like economically fiscal and socially conscious. You don't have to go.
How can you be economically fiscal if you want to give everything away, man?
No, it's not give everything. See, that's the extremist part. I'm not an extremist. I believe that there is social programs that are good that can help people out there. You don't have to say, okay, eliminate social programs, give tax breaks to the rich. I don't believe that. That's the Republican fucking outlie, dude.
No, the whole problem with America is we are not equals. We're not. All the way down. They've cut everything up from race, ginger.
Ginger? You want some ginger? Some redheads? Yeah. Redheads have fucking better fucking.
See, they don't even
healthcare.
They don't even have male or female. It's ginger now. You know.
Fucking ginger.
But think about it, man.
And Marianne,
you're a white.
We are Gilligan's Isle. Go ahead.
So they cut you up into, put you into not just you're a white man.
Okay.
Now you're not just a man. You're a white man. You're a white middle class man. You know, you're a white heterosexual middle class man. They cut you up forever. Now you're cis. You're no longer a heterosexual man. You're a cis male now.
What's a cis? I never heard that.
That's the terminology transgenders use for white heterosexual male. Isn't it? A cis.
I don't care.
Not Sith like Star
Sith
Wars.
Lord.
Yeah, not a Sith Lord, but Sith. But that's what they do, man. They conquer and divide.
But see, you telling me that you say you can't be socially conscious and be fucking fiscally conservative. You can be. You could be whatever the fuck you want to be.
Give me an example then. Give me an example of it.
That if somebody is a mother of 4 that's told not to work because her husband works and then leaves them for another woman, do I believe that she should get some social assistance to fucking get her out of the situation she's at? 100%. That's what it's for. What's wrong with that?
the thing that's wrong with that, there's no limits on it. So you have people living generation to generation.
Correct.
Off of that.
And I still believe there should be some sort of responsibility on there too. And I've known people that have gone on it, that it's been in that situation and eventually got off it. But what we're saying is, though, no social programs, pull your bootstrap up, and no, that doesn't always work. We're living in a fucking bubble. We all live in this bubble where we think like, hey, my life is just like everybody else's and I have the same opportunities. No, you live in fucking this area, you have more job opportunities. You live in fucking the back fucking woods, you have less job opportunities. Like, everybody lives in different circumstances. Like, we never put ourselves in other people's shoes. Never. We're like, this is our shoes, this is my perspective, you can live just like me. Nah, fucking bullshit. Everybody has different opportunities, different perspectives, different way of life, different fucking diets, different everything, dude.
But here it is, though. You have the opportunity. There's free public school, right? You have
which is a social program.
Yeah.
That's social.
So you have the ability to go to school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what you do with that is up to you.
Yeah, but
nobody else is going to make you learn.
You're living in an area where the school has not even computers, or your teachers are everything's underfunded compared to the rich areas where they're overfunded.
Okay, well, look at this. How many computers did we have in school?
Well, how many computers wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, how many?
We had a ton of computers. I went to computer class in every day. Every day we had computer class in the library.
I don't remember computer class.
Every day after school, I would go to this computer class. They had fucking tons of computers in there. Well, you didn't get invited because you were fucking teachers already.
Dude, what I'm saying is, I mean, you can argue at both sides, but you generally, if you go to school, right, there's a difference between a valedictorian and somebody that's flunking out. They both have the same opportunity to go to that school and learn what they want to learn.
Right, but what happens when you go to a different school where there isn't that funding for that, and you don't have the teachers who want to go there because of the neighborhoods, and then you want to...
This is what I'm saying, though. The opportunity is there for everyone.
You're putting everybody in a box, and like everybody has this is the box, and everybody has the same box. They don't have the same box. We're all fucking different. We have different things. Okay, we're poor. We're rich.
You take the poorest kid in the poorest neighborhood, right? Give him all the worst stuff, right? He has the opportunity to do the same as the kid that's going to that same school as he is, or she is.
Okay, but then take away that kid wants to do good, and then but he has to go home and take care of his brothers and sisters because his dad's in prison, and his mom is working 4 jobs, and he doesn't have time to do homework because he has to make dinner for his kids. But
this is where you let emotion come into the argument, right? Rather than the reality of one individual saying, "Hey, I'm going to do better than this." And that's what you got, guys like Ben Carson, like
fucking Ben Carson. Ben Carson is wider than I am, dude. Fuck Ben Carson.
He wasn't. You know what he did? Like
he's a traitor to his own race.
Dude, you need to read one of his books. He's fucking badass. I mean,
I'm sure he's smart, but he didn't fucking fuck him.
Dude, that's what I'm saying though. You got the argument, and you enter emotion into it. Where
you have to be. We live in an emotional society. You have to be compassionate and emotional.
I'm just keeping down the line like, hey, every kid's afforded in America the opportunity to go to school. What you do with that school is up to you.
No, kid. Not everybody has the same opportunity. Not everybody has the same circumstance. Not everybody has... It's different across the board.
Let's take somebody with a learning disability then. All right? They have a learning disability like dyslexia or something like that, right? Okay, let's take that guy and go with it. So they can go to school. They don't get it. You know, they don't understand it, right? What are they going to do when they get out of school? Because school's only for so long. And then if you choose to go, you usually can get your high school diploma and find a job after that. Doing something. I don't know. You can work at McDonald's. You could become a postman. I don't know. The same opportunities are there for everybody. After you get out of high school, you can go join the military, you know? But let's say you got dyslexia and you're super fat or something, you can't pass
We live in Galt, bro. We grew up in Galt. Not everybody grows up in Galt. Not everybody grows up in Sac. People grow up in Moncks Corner, North Carolina. Some people grow up on a dirt road. The range. And then we're such fucking hypocrites, you know, fucking social our highways are social programs.
Yeah.
Fucking, otherwise, if fucking wasn't social programs, we'd each have our own fucking highway to drive on, right? Fucking schools are social programs.
Yeah.
Free lunches are social programs. Fucking, we live in a country where there's a ton of social programs. The fucking, everything that we do, the fucking public works. A lot of this shit is social programs. We try to get out of this fucking stigma that, oh well, fuck socialism. Well, we live in a fucking 50-50 socialism world, dude. Where fucking we put in for taxes to get paid for something that everybody can enjoy. That's socialism.
Okay, so let me ask you.
But there's a balance.
What type of government aid are you receiving? What kind of help do you get from the government?
I don't think any other than maybe a tax refund at the end of the year.
And that's not aid from them. That's your money you paid in. You know what I mean? That's your money already. They're holding it until the end of the year.
Right, but there is people who would benefit from something like that. Right? Yeah. And that's what the country is for. I don't mind paying taxes for somebody to help somebody up. And I do agree that there should be term limits on welfare programs. There should be regulations on things.
Drug testing. I guarantee you, if you drug tested welfare, people would become sober.
Nothing wrong with that, bro. Nothing wrong with that. But you're talking about eliminating all those social programs.
No, I'm not saying you eliminate all of them. I'm
just like you. But that's what I just said. I could be socially conscious. You're saying just because I'm socially conscious, I believe that all the social programs should be 100% funded and they should just be on there forever. That's an extremist point of view.
No, here's my point of view. Like, I don't believe in abortion, right? I don't think that should go down. Maybe for rape or incest, there are special cases. I can't just blanket and say no abortion.
But you're a libertarian.
But this is what I'm saying is, but to me, it's life. Why should I have to pay for that? And I don't.
Okay, but you're a libertarian. Libertarians don't believe in government fucking forcing you to do whatever you want to do. Then now all of a sudden you're not a full libertarian.
No, what I'm for is
life. You're okay, but you're okay to have that point of view, Frage. I'm not telling you to have that. But you don't have to say I'm libertarian down the line. You can say I believe in some libertarian stuff. I believe in some Republican stuff.
Yeah.
I believe in some Democrat stuff. I believe it's okay to believe that. But all on my point is that you can't be considered a free thinker and follow party lines down the way. You can't be considered a free thinker.
See, you're taking one extreme and going to the other, man, because you can. You can be, like you said, you can be socially conscious, right?
But you're not following party line all the way down. You're saying you're a libertarian, which I think you're not a libertarian. I think you're a trumpeter and right wing to the max. But you could call yourself whatever you want, right? No. And you call me a Democrat or a socialist, and I don't think I'm that. Right,
yeah, but you are.
But I go to work and I pay bills and I don't get nothing off of any kind of social programs. Like, just because I believe in helping people. We were talking about Banksy sold that fucking art for like 1.1 million. Like, if you have enough disposable money to buy a fucking piece of art for $1 million, you got your morals fucked up, dude.
No, that's your point of view, dude.
Right, that is my point of view.
What is something you enjoy? What's something you buy that you enjoy?
I don't buy shit. That I enjoy. I enjoy spending time with my kids.
So, but I'm asking, what do you work for then? If spending time with your kids is the most important thing, right?
Yeah.
Why go to work?
What do you mean? I go to work so I can give my kids a better opportunity in life.
So you can give your kids things that they want.
Correct, 100%. Right.
Okay.
And I spoil them, and I shouldn't. But that's just me being fucking. I'm not perfect.
Here you are being hypocritical because you're saying, put the shoe on the other foot, or you just live in Galt, so you think this way, right?
Right.
Well, if you're a millionaire, what's it? I mean, say you're a multimillionaire, a billionaire. You're a billionaire.
I'm saying disposable income, Frage. I don't have disposable income. I each month I pay my bills, and that's where I'm at. Next month I pay my bills, and that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about disposable income where you buy a piece of fucking art for $1 million. You shouldn't have $50 fucking million. I mean, you can. Go ahead. That's a capitalistic way. Have $50 million. You have to sleep with yourself at night. That's just my own thing. If I won the lottery, what do you think of first when you win the lottery? The first thing I think of, like, okay, if I won the lottery, is I'd buy this guy this, I'd buy this guy this, I'd buy this guy. I never think, oh, I'm going to buy myself this boat, I'm going to buy myself this mansion. I never crosses my mind. Like, I always think, okay, I'm just going to get a fucking regular fucking house.
Okay, so how do you know the guy that bought the $1 million worth of art didn't put $200 million into school's after-school program?
There is people that do that, but you still can't live. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I personally couldn't live with myself if I'm sitting in this fat ass fucking house with fucking multiple vehicles, boats, fucking traveling to Europe, and I got $50 million in my bank account. I couldn't live with myself, dude. And I have friends and family who are just getting by. Like,
Yeah.
but that's just me. That's okay. No, not everybody has to be like that. But I wouldn't feel comfortable with myself if I was just sitting fat like that. But you said, well, you're working and you have a decent life, but I'm just paying my bills, dude, like everybody else. I don't have disposable income, and if I do, I don't want to get into what we do with it. I mean, because we try to help other people. But when I do, I try to help other people. But I don't have that disposable income. I'm not in that tax bracket. I'm just saying, for myself, to go buy something like that, I mean, you have to live with yourself. Go for it. I don't care.
I don't know. I just think it's perspective, man.
100%.
That's what it is. Because if you had $50 million in the bank, what's spending $1 million on something? I don't care if it's a painting, a boat.
I don't think
a
I
house.
could, dude. I don't think I could.
But look at man.
Because I don't want nothing.
that
I always
piece
think
of art-
I don't even need nothing.
That piece of art, right? 20 years from now, what do you think it's going to be worth?
Oh, yeah. 5-7 mil.
Yeah, it's gonna go up. It's gonna appreciate. I mean, I'm not on a big scale, but I don't need that. I mean, I don't need it. But when I die and the kids get rid of all my shit, that's gonna be worth way more money than it is now.
Yeah, but I don't look at it like that. I don't look at that. You're buying fucking Star Wars fucking figurines. I'm not thinking of you like, oh, Frasier could fucking take all these figurines and throw them away or sell them and fucking hell. I'm not saying like that.
I could.
I'm saying
though. I could go feed all the
there is a
homeless
balance.
and go.
There is a balance though, where you get so much money where you're like, hey, let's help other people, and I don't have no problem with that,
And
dude.
I'm sure they do, man. I mean, you know, they always talk shit about rich people, but rich people are the ones that put money into that, dude. They're the ones that make those after-school programs and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
happen.
well once they get to a certain point where they're not worried about money, Gates, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, they're starting these major fucking programs, but still, I couldn't end up with that money, dude. There's no fucking way. That's why I would never win the lottery or nothing, because I'd probably give it most of it away anyways, dude.
Well, that's what I'm saying too, man. For us to get to where you want us to be, for all of us to be equals, right? We got to quit chopping shit up and putting people into different groups. You could start by saying, if you live in America, you're an American, right?
Okay.
Instead of saying, I'm a white heterosexual male that lives in America. No, I'm American. You
Well, we
there's
have to admit it's not equal.
You have to build
There's
off
no, it's not equality.
You have
in
to build
America.
You have to build off of the commonality, not the things that make you different. You need to start by doing the things that keep you in common with each other.
Oh, 100%. You got to admit the faults, fix them, and move on from them. That's what we got to do. But we won't admit the faults. We'll just say, no, everybody's got the same opportunity, and you can fucking join the military, and you can fucking, okay, whatever. You know what? Whatever. What about that kid who has to come home every day and take care of his brother and sister that has no parents at home? And then you blame the parents. Well, the parents should be, okay, but what about that kid who's just trying to do good? He don't have the same opportunity my kids have. And my kids don't have the same opportunity Bill Gates fucking kid had. We don't have all the same opportunities. We have different opportunities. And we have to try to make them work for us 100%.
Dude, even because I raised my brother and my sister, dude, I know. There was no choice in that, you know what I mean? Not that I would take it back or say, hey, I don't want to take care of my brother and sister. I understand that. So circumstance does come into the fucking realm of life and makes your decisions what they are.
Everybody's circumstance is different.
Yeah, but I strongly believe education is the biggest building block for your life. Right, that's what
in different forms. Like you say, education. I do think that we have a fucked up mentality where we don't teach our kids trades in the fucking schools anymore. I think there's a big, you know how much money you can make in the trades right now? You can make a good living. So there is something to be said that if I see my kid and I think, okay, you know what? I think he's gonna be like a fucking air conditioning guy or what. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But we think our kids have to go to college to get this fucking learned education to be a doctor or a lawyer. I mean, we always have these images we see on TV. But there's nothing wrong with being an electrician, bro.
Well, let me tell you something. I just learned this about a guy. I've been working with him probably for, I don't know, 12 years or so. He's got a fucking degree, master's in biology.
Mm-hmm.
And he works with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, you're a fucking biologist? He's like, yeah, but he didn't make the money, dude. He's making half of what he makes now.
And there is a balance.
And he went to Cal, dude. I mean, he got a
Cal's
fucking
good school.
He got a really good fucking degree. But when he get what do they call it? Fucking they get funded. you basically get funded for a program for like 3 years, and they're going to pay you, $80,000 a year for 3 years. Then once you're up on that, project or whatever, you got to find another project and get funded for that.
Yeah.
That's the way those guys. That's the way they work.
Yeah, I've heard something like that too.
But so now he's got a fucking, 8 to 4:30 job Monday through Friday. All the overtime he wants because he kills it. I mean, we got a couple guys at work that probably fucking put in 40 hours of overtime on every 2 weeks. That's just the way they do their shit, man.
There's a balance of happiness. Like, there's people who chase the dollar, and there's people who fucking find their happiness. Like, right now, I work for a boss, dude. It's fucking probably the best fucking boss you could fucking work for, dude. There is no fucking greater boss than my fucking boss. Right now, I guarantee right now I could leave. The way the building industry is right now, I could leave and go to, like, become a superintendent and make 50 to 60 more grand a year. Right now, today. I could go call up some developers we work for and say, hey, they're fucking dying for fucking superintendents. They'll pay them upwards to about $200K, right? I could fucking go get those jobs right now, and just take a fucking $60,000-$70,000 increase right now.
Yeah.
Okay, easy. But do I want to do that and not work for the fucking greatest boss in the world that fucking, if I need to take a couple days off, I'm taking a couple days off. If I'm going to take a vacation in 2 weeks, hey, by the way, in 2 weeks I'm going to fucking take a vacation, which I don't take a vacation. But, I mean, hey, I tell him, hey, next Friday I got to, don't fucking tell me that. You do what you think is best, Hey, boss, I mean, I got these guys. Hey, run it like however you want. Like, this is the greatest fucking boss there is. So there is a balance to having a fucking happy life, So I don't necessarily chase the fucking money. I'm not chasing the fucking money. I could do way better. I know 100%. But that's just not my mentality. And my mentality also, and I'm not selling this. Like, don't believe what I believe. This is just fucking for me. When I get an extra fucking $1,000, I'm thinking, okay, I could go get my kids this or that. I don't buy myself a boat. I got this new vehicle, but that's from the company bought it for me. I don't buy myself shit. I mean, I have the same fucking clothes that I've had for fucking 10 years. I don't buy myself nothing, but that's just me personally. I don't need nothing.
You got to have that self-care. You got to have that thing that, and for you saying it's your kids, for me, I don't know.
It's Star Wars.
No, I mean, this started out as a hobby,
Yeah.
I got a couple of old school guys, and then it just kind of blew up kind of thing. But,
this is what I like right here. This is my hobby, I should say.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That self-care is, you need that self-time, what you're working for. For me, what I'm working for is to quit working. I'm working so that I don't have to work.
I don't want to work either, but dude, you don't work, you die. I'm telling you. I see all the old guys come back to work to keep working. You don't want to have to work. I understand that, but unless you're good with whatever you do. But I mean, you fucking stop working and you sit at home. You can only fish so much or golf so much to where you're like fucking done with it. I had the old guys that's like, we only golfed for fucking 2 years straight. Now I'm done with it. I came back to work to keep busy and bullshit with the guys or whatever. Yeah. You die. You keep busy, you live, dude.
Well, that's where we have difference too, because I'm gonna do drugs, man.
Okay. Well, you're gonna be cranked out, so you can be fucking.
I don't know if I'm gonna be a tweaker. I haven't decided. I haven't decided what kind of drug addict I'm gonna be. But
one more thing about this fucking. We're talking about this fucking drug thing, and this is why I posted up my kid's report card, and I'm proud of him because I've had a couple people tell me that you need to get him checked because I think he has ADHD, right?
Yeah.
And he might need some sort of fucking thing because he has an attention problem, and he's had it. And so this is 6th grade. So this is the first year he's getting actual report grades, not O's and S's and shit. So, and everybody's like, well, he could actually help him. He has maybe he's not paying attention. He's had trouble. He's getting in trouble in class for talking over the years. And I'm like, no. I need you to put a foot in his ass and fucking spend more time with them rather than take him and fucking get him fucking to the doctor and they say, well, let's get him medicated, whatever.
Let's
I'm
put
like,
him on some drugs.
Fuck that. And I've had a couple of, so he got straight A's on his report card. So it's just me, and it's really hard for him. It's not easy for him. Like, my daughter was easy. His is hard. That's why I was super proud of him, because he's like, he has to take a lot of energy to focus in on those grades, and it takes me to be up his ass every fucking day. I mean, he probably hates me. He loves me, but he probably hates me because I'm on his ass every day. But this opioid thing, this Oxycontin, this fucking Ritalin shit is a fucking cop-out sometimes. And I think there is some necessity to it, but it's a cop-out for people spending more energy with their kids and say, well, here, you know what, my kid is has ADHD. I think we should get him diagnosed. And no, why don't you just put a foot up its ass? And my daughter was talking. We're talking. It's funny because I think you agree with me on this. My daughter was talking to me we were at my kid's game yesterday, and she was like, the problem, because she helps coach little kids. And she goes, the problem is the parents no longer fucking yell at their kids.
That's it, dude.
They don't fucking hit their kids. They don't fucking smack them in the back of the head. And I'm not saying physical abuse is okay, but I mean, I smack my kid in the back of the head and he starts acting like a jackass, right? Or my daughter, she knows that I don't tolerate no bullshit. She's all, that's the problem with these little kids. She goes, the parents won't yell at them at all. And I think while we're gaining some good shit in this world, we're evolving to better species, I think we're losing that discipline. And I told her, just because you don't have discipline doesn't mean you'll be successful. Because I'm sure, those free thinkers, like Eric's parents and shit, or like fucking, we don't fucking talk to them and it becomes successful. But I think they lack respect for people. I think that's where they lose it, when there's no discipline. What do you think?
No, man, straight up. Spare the rod, spoil the child, or something. It's a Bible verse. You know what I mean? It's true. I punish my kids. Just let them know if you fuck around, you're gonna get fucked with.
I just went on a rant for a while.
It's good though, man. It's good. It's good shit, dude.
Imagine me on crank, dude.
No. See, I lost my train of thought on that, but that's what it was. So when Michaela was in 6th or 7th grade, right about the same age as DJ, they gave her some drug. The kids use it now in college
to focus and study on.
Yeah, and I'm fucking.
It's a form of heroin.
It tweaks, man. She was tweaking, so that's what happened. I came home. She's doing homework. She's got this page book, and she's fucking jamming. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
It's steroids for the brain.
She's doing her homework and shit, and so I go out, cut the lawn, do this and that. I come back, she's still in there like fucking 3 hours later, fucking jamming. And so I just started looking at her, paying attention, and I realized she was fucking tweaking.
Right.
That's what she was doing. They basically gave her a legal form of methamphetamine. Is what it was. And I was like, oh, fuck this. And then she couldn't sleep. Dad, could I get a Benadryl? I need a Benadryl to go to sleep. All right. It happens again the next night. I need a Benadryl to go to sleep. I'm like, oh, fuck this. She's taking one drug to get her up and fucking get her going and shit, and then she needs another drug to fucking put her to sleep. So I said, fuck that shit. Once she got off it, she had already established her routine for doing homework and shit, and she did good after that.
I think we've just been a company to take drugs for an issue that we could fix in other ways.
Dude, I need some fucking air, dude.
What are you gonna do? You gonna puke?
I hope not. Dude.
Fraser had a fucking long night last night. He was drinking the sauce.
Son of a bitch, dude.
Hey, dude, bring a bowl and throw up on fucking set.
Oh, fuck. I need some air, dude. Bad, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh, we lost Fraser. I lost Fraser. This is pretty cool.
Oh.
So anyways.
I can't fucking believe it, dude.
So now I'm going to go on my fucking rant.
Ah! No. Dude, if I fake it, I'm going to throw up. Holy shit. And this guy's got to mow his fucking lawn right now, dude. I need some air, dude.
Go ahead. Shit. Take your shirt off, bro.
Yeah, fuck.
Hey, do your episode in your undies.
Oh.
He's sorry, tweaking, man. He's tweaking.
Oh, shit. I need to get a different shirt on, dude.
Anyways, so if you guys watch on Netflix, it's called The 13th. Watch it. It's fucking about the 13th Amendment and how we got to where we're at today and how they fucking.
I'm just gonna go shirtless.
And this is the outcome of it right here. Look at this. Look at this. He's a mess.
Oh fuck. I can't handle it, dude.
Fraser went topless. He went topless.
Fucking.
I love it.
Dude, I'm serious, bro. I'm sorry for that, guys, but I can do another 10 minutes with my fucking shirt off. Oh my god, dude.
So let's finish off with something, Fraser.
Fucking Maker's Mark, dude. I drank too much last night. I'm fucking sweating, dude.
Maker's Mark? What do you fucking...
So, what do you want to do?
Finish off with something.
Well, we did time... About Halloween coming up, you were saying that fucking you went to a little haunted house or something shit last night, dude.
It's called the Heartstoppers Haunted House in Rancho Cordova. They have them all over the country. It's a thing that they put up, all over the country. It was pretty fucking spooky, dude. And I always said, oh, fuck, how you gonna get fucking scared if they're gonna have some fucking prop sets and that shit? Dude, at first you walk in and there's some fucking contortionist chick, like walking like how like they do like in The Exorcist or something, like walking fucking on all fours on the ground, look like a fucking spider just coming at you. And then you're like, oh, fuck, what the fuck is that? And then you go around the corner, all of a sudden someone's like, ah! It's scary shit, dude. It scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I like them. They got a lot better, dude, than what
It's cool. I thought it was going to be corny, but and there's there was 4 of them. So if you get a chance, take the fam out there, dude. Take them out there.
I'll check it out. The kids are at that age to dig that shit.
Oh, yeah. My little boy was so fucking scared. I was scared. I was like, no, you guys go first. I'm not going first.
No, that one out in the corn maze, I think it's Deluso Farms or something like that out there, 205.
Yeah, but I went to those. Those aren't like that. This thing up here, go to Rancho. I'm telling you, go to Rancho Cordova. Go to the Heartstoppers thing. There was a lady laying on the ground. She had a heart attack. They had the ambulance there and the fire department. They had to wheel her out of there. This is how fucking creepy it was, dude. You go at night, fuck, you're sitting there in line. All of a sudden, somebody fucking just scrapes a fucking knife across the ground and comes out of nowhere, dude. It's fucking spooky shit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying though. Those old school Deluso Farm shit, man. They've turned it up since we were kids. I mean, it's gotten fucking where it's scary now. Universal Studios one they got there. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's like a old abandoned hospital. So you got crazies running around in there and shit.
It's scarier than you think it's gonna be, because I always think, okay, when I'm watching that shit, I'm like, this guy could fucking stab me, really be crazy, and just stab me. Because the guy came with a knife and a pig's face. Yeah. I mean, it's dark, and then you just see him coming at you, and I went like this because I thought he was gonna stab me. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna fucking stab me. And I fucking took off running. Good thing I'm faster than my little boy. I left him there. That's how you realize you're really not their hero. You fucking left him there. I left my whole family there.
Yeah. I hope they make it out.
Dad, but I love you.
Where's your dad at? I don't know.
I don't know. He just pissed his pants.
Yeah. He's going to throw up. He had to get out of here.
He's going to puke.
Dude, I don't know. Fuck, dude.
Well, we're a good hour, dude. We can fucking call it up and fucking let you go fucking hang your head over the fucking toilet.
Dude. I don't know, man. Halloween coming up.
Take some Ambien, dude. Make you feel better.
Fuck, I'm out, dude. I'm going to throw up. We crushed it, though, man. We're right there. This will get a good show, a good one out. So the Kavanaugh got confirmed yesterday. That was basically the big news all this week, dude.
Yeah, it was relentless, dude. It fucking nonstop. I fucking couldn't turn anything on without talking about fucking Kavanaugh.
You know what? It's gonna be like that every time now, too.
It is, because of social media too. But I was telling my wife, we were arguing about this, but because I didn't want Kavanaugh in there. But at the end of the day, I think what's gonna do is everything's gonna revert back to the states. The states are gonna.
Why didn't you want him in there though?
I didn't want anything. I like a balance, and I know he's conservative. I know it's going to tip the scale to a conservative point of view, and I like the balance of it. Like the women part, I don't know if he's going to overturn Roe versus Wade. I still always think it's a woman's choice. I don't personally agree with abortion, but I think it's a woman's choice.
See, I'm all for that too. My thing is, if you want it, you pay for it. It's like a elective surgery. You know what I mean? You're choosing to do that, so why should I have to pay for it?
That's fine.
That's my only point.
Then don't pay for it.
No, it's like anything, man. Like you got a mole on your face, you want it fucking removed, or you got fucking 6 fingers. Everybody has a different circumstance, but with abortion, I just there's so many things with religion, not only money.
It's catch-22 too. So some of those people who are you're gonna pay for it. If you don't pay for it, you're probably gonna pay for it while they're on welfare. Yeah. So you're gonna pay for it one way or another. Yeah. But I don't want to make that decision. I'm a man, so luckily I don't have to make that decision. And I just think it should be a woman's choice.
All I'm saying, man, we went to school with some girls that have multiple abortions, and that's where I have an issue where they're using it as birth control.
I'm sure that's a circumstance, but I don't think it's the easy decision as guys try to make it out to be. Like, wow, they're just using that. I think it could be tough on them. It could fucking fuck them up, and I don't want to be part of that. I'm like, it's a woman's decision, and I just think it's up to them, regardless of my belief system. Yeah. I think everybody should be able to live their own fucking life. That's actually a libertarian point of view. Is less government and not regulated.
You don't have to try to teach me how to be a libertarian, dude. That's part of being
this guy always say libertarian, pro Trump.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. Libertarians for Trump, dude.
Yeah.
Hashtag
That don't even
libertarians for
make
Trump.
sense, dude.
What?
That's kind of like the Christians for Trump. That don't
no.
make sense.
Dude, but it's out there. This is what I'm saying, man. The reason he got elected is because all the independents, people in the middle, it wasn't just Republicans that got him
Oh
elected.
no, 100%. It was the poor white Democrats that voted for him.
Yeah.
That were tired of fucking being overlooked because they're probably the least represented fucking group of people there is.
Yeah.
You know, I call it like it is, dude. If Trump does something good or says something like does deregulate something, I'm like, that's good.
So
I have no problem
This is
admitting
what I
that.
was thinking about. They threw a number.
I'm not biased.
They threw a number out there this week, though. Like, the unemployment level is lowest it's been since 1969, right? It's 3.7% or something like that.
Okay.
Lowest it's been since 1969. So that means Reagan didn't do as good a job as Trump because Reagan didn't get it there. That means Bush, Clinton, Obama, all of them didn't get it there because that number's been there since 69, right?
Right.
So you got to give the guy props on that shit, man.
But the economy was built. It had to have been built up. It had to have a foundation. You think Trump built that foundation? The unemployment rate was going down. I
think what he's doing with economically, what he did was cut the regulation, cut some of this bullshit, right?
The regulation was a good thing,
That's a
but I
big part of
think
it.
you put in fucking Kerry, you put in fucking whoever. I don't care who it is. What a Republican, Newt Gingrich. I don't care. The economy was going up. Whoever was going to be president was going to get a fucking big boost as the economy was growing. I don't think that because Trump he's a fucking creator of this fucking economy. I don't even think Trump's smarter than fucking any fucking local businessman.
Dude, but look at Obama was saying it. He's like, how's he going to bring back jobs? He's going to wave a magic wand and make these jobs come back? No, that's what he did. He's bringing back coal jobs. He's bringing
coal. Get the fuck out of here with coal, dude. With coal, there's fucking 10,000 coal jobs in this fucking country. What are we talking about? Coal. Coal's gone, dude.
No, it's the clean energy. It's the new clean
fucking
shit, dude.
Coal and oil. That shit's over with, dude. We gotta evolve. This guy talking about coal,
dude. They're gonna use it till it's gone, man, and that's a big part of the reason why.
Fucking bring back 10,000 coal jobs.
I'm trying to think of the fucking. What are we
talking about?
Gosh damn it! Well, he's bringing back manufacturing too, man. Steel plants, fucking car makers. He's doing a lot of shit that you just can't fucking say, oh, it wasn't Trump, because
he ain't bringing back shit.
Obama had 8 years, right?
That he took over a fucked up economy, one of the worst in history, and created a growing economy. And we take 100%.
Fucking 2% growth, dude. Come on.
Oh, you know what they did? Because he was negative 1.2, and then he went to 2%. He actually grew more than Trump did. And real economists will tell you, Trump went from like 2 to 4. Well, they got Trump went to 4.
In your heart,
Trump
dude.
went to 4%, but Obama took it from negative 2 to 1.2, and so that's actually a 3% growth if you do real numbers.
No, what I'm saying is he had 8 years. Okay, so why didn't he do this in his first 2 years?
How come he didn't do it in his first 4 years? What are you talking about? This is so bizarre. It's like the Twilight Zone. You talk about someone who took over a fucking collapsed economy where the country almost collapsed. Yeah. And he had to fucking start from scratch. So Trump took over an economy that was growing, that deregulated, gave some tax breaks to the rich, and made it even stronger. 100%. 100%. But you're talking about somebody who took over something like if Trump took over a fucked up economy where it was about to crash and everybody was losing their houses, you think from then in fucking 1 year he would have turned it around to where we are now? 100% no. That's just common sense, dude, bro. You're a Trumpeteer to the max.
No
Trump is no better if you would have put fucking Obama, right? You put Obama in right now, the economy would pretty be close to where it's at.
No, wouldn't.
100%.
Look at the tax cuts alone, right? The tax cuts alone
for the rich, which make the fucking gap.
My 300.
I keep talking to everybody, and everybody's like, "Where are you talking about?" I said, "My friend Frage, he's getting fucking $200 more a week on his check.
$300 a month. Dude.
Nobody else in this world is seeing that except for Frage,
dude." Everybody at PG&E is. We got our first checks, right?
I talked to Flory. He's like, "I don't know. I actually got less money."
Flory don't know, because this is the first time Flory got a job where he's getting taxed. He's complaining and bitching to me that he got freaking $700 taken out of his check.
I know. I had the same conversation.
Yeah. He's like, "What the fuck? You guys been doing that?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's fucking the way it is, dude." But straight up, man, the fucking tax cuts is a big deal because now people got more money in their pockets, so they're out spending shit. Look at all the jobs. Look at the job growth numbers every month, dude.
The economy's good. I'm not even denying that, bro. But the cost of living, from the cost of living to what we make, is like still. Why are people having a better quality of life? Why? Because
they're in debt.
They're in debt, and the cost of living still is higher than it is what the wages are, dude. Yeah. That hasn't changed, and it's getting worse. It's getting fucking worse, bro. Why? Why give these fucking billionaires tax breaks? What's the purpose of that? That trickle-down effect hasn't worked. It won't work. It still won't work, and we're still fucking...
Dude, that's what I'm saying. If you want to get it right, if you want to make America right, we have to be equals, and that goes with taxing. Just like I'm saying, man, when you buy something in California, it don't matter if you're a billionaire or you're on welfare. You pay that state sales tax. Everybody pays that state sales tax, right?
But do you have a lawyer to figure out all the loop tax loopholes where you're making...
That's what I'm saying. That's how you get rid of it.
You're GE, and you fucking actually get money back at the end of the year?
No, and there's plenty of people I know...
What the fuck, dude?
There's plenty of people I know at my work that pay no taxes. They get all the fucking overtime money. Everything they've made, they get it back at the end of the year. All of it.
Yeah, but PG&E is kind of like working for the government, dude.
Yeah, it is, but they pay no taxes. They're not paying 10%. They're not paying 20%. They pay nothing because they have enough fucking games set up where they're moving money. They're moving it here and there, and they're not paying shit, and they get all their money back, dude. And look at that. That's happening on a big scale with billionaires, trillion-dollar companies, right? So you're talking hundreds of millions of dollars.
But they're trickling the money down. They're going to feed it to you, Frage. No. You're going to get it. I'm telling you.
The only one I see fucking doing some real shit is fucking Amazon guy, dude. Bezos. That motherfucker, he just bumped them all up to like $16 an hour or something like that.
What about Walmart, who has the fucking biggest profits of anybody and have the fucking lowest wages?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, man. I don't know how we get it out there, but once we get a federal sales tax, fuck income tax, fuck write-offs, all that kind of shit. Once there's a federal sales tax, then everybody's paying the same shit. But the billionaires are paying more. They're paying more because they're spending more. They're buying $40 million houses, shit like that, right?
I guarantee they find a way to fucking buy these houses without fucking paying taxes.
A federal sales tax fucking makes the guy that's working under the table, he's paying. Illegals, they're paying. You know, the fucking drug dealers, they're paying. Prostitution, they're paying.
So why is the middle class shrinking even greater today than any time in history?
Because we're at a tipping point where all the fucking free shit, right? I'm there now. I think about it. I'm like, fucking these guys are getting fucking free housing. You get free food.
Do you think that's the problem? You think the fucking Mexican who sends $50 a week to his fucking family in Mexico is the problem? Not the fucking billionaires, the corporations who take these billions of dollars, put them in offshore accounts, isn't the fucking real problem?
No, that is the problem.
That is the real problem.
I'm not saying it's what I'm saying is they don't pay. They show that they're paying this shit, but they don't. They don't pay it because they have the write-offs. They're not paying if they made $300 million. They're not paying fucking $100 million. They're not paying 33%.
So what was the purpose of the tax breaks for the rich? The mega rich, they got these $1 billion tax breaks. What was the purpose of that?
I have no idea because it was 19% is what they did. They took them from 40 to 19%, right?
It's crazy, dude. It's fucking insane. They're not hiring any more people.
Dude, yes, they are.
No, they're not.
The numbers are there, Weller. I mean, look at the jobs report just came out last Friday, right? And it was like 230,000 new jobs created.
Right, so that's less than they expected.
No, it's more.
No, I just listened to the jobs report the other day. It went down less than they expected for this month.
But they added because they went and they took out some jobs like Uber, Lyft. There was a bunch of jobs that they removed, and then once they put it back, if you check it out, man, it was higher again. This is like 18 months in a row that the numbers have been higher than what they estimated.
And you attributed that all to Trump?
Not all to Trump, but he changed the fucking policy, dude. Here's my issue too. Okay, you gave corporations a 19%, or they were at 40, and now they're at 19%, right?
Right.
So that makes doing business in America better, right? But they still have the different. okay, what is it for? If you make over $40 million, right? There's another tax bracket where the government actually gets like
$40 million.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me. Nobody
So-
should be making $40 million.
So if you make over 40 million, the tax bracket is 55%. That's what you pay, right? They don't pay the 55%, dude. They got enough shit where they're fucking.
It's all bullshit,
You
dude.
put it into real estate. You put it over here in some liquid assets and shit, where your money's not hard, but you still have that money. You know, the problem is the way we're taxed.
Rent goes up.
Okay,
Houses
if
are
you
up.
if you
Like,
tax
still
us,
can't- nobody can afford anything still.
if you tax us all the same, right? If we're all taxed the same, that's the first part of getting us to be.
So you're saying the same percentage of what you make, same percentage, right?
No. I'm saying I don't give a fuck what money you make.
So you make a fucking minimum wage.
I'm talking
you should be
about-
taxed 10%. As somebody who makes 200,000 a year should be taxed 10%.
I'm not saying anything about making. I'm saying no income. What I'm proposing is a state or federal sales tax.
Who are
So
you proposing this to?
America, right now. Every fucking listener we got on there, dude. America.
I'm looking for a piece of paper where you're
fucking-
submitting it to Sean Farmer for the Galt City Council, and I don't see one.
Dude, I'm going to get it out there. It's going to be out there somehow. But look at, man.
Hopefully before you
makes
start doing
sense.
drugs.
Well, this makes sense, dude. Okay, you don't tax people for making money. You tax them when they spend it, right? Because then we're all equals. We're all equals when we buy shit, when we buy food, when we buy shoes, we buy cars, whatever.
So
Houses.
you're talking something like Canada does.
No.
Yeah, they fucking tax the shit out of milk, gasoline, because that's when they pay their taxes.
Yeah.
And that pays for their health care.
But what I'm saying is...
No, that's
equal.
socialism, Frazier.
Why should there be tax brackets?
Frazier, that's socialism.
No. Why should there be tax brackets? Why should... If I make more money than you, I have to pay more money than you? How does that make sense?
You're starting to talk like a socialist,
No.
bro.
Check this out too. Okay, so you win $100 million in the lottery, right? Mm-hmm. You win $100 million. You don't get $100 million.
No.
Why?
You
Why
probably
not?
get about
You're
50.
fucking gambling. They don't give you any fucking credit for spending the money that you gambled and lost with.
Okay.
So why should they take it when you win?
Because that's since the beginning of time, since the fucking English came over here. Why do you think we are America? Because we didn't want to pay the tax for tea, dude.
Dude.
And then what they do? They incorporated their own tax and start taxing their own people. It's a fucking it's
the
been
whole reason-
beginning of time. It's a beginning of time. It's
The
not
whole
going away,
reason
bro.
America was made is because the English were taxing their people 20%.
You're talking about not paying taxes. You're gonna get fucking audited, dude.
No, I'm not talking about not.
Yes,
paying
he is.
taxes.
Frazier, Kevin Frazier is talking about fuck the IRS, and he said challenge him at any moment. Challenge the IRS.
Dude, bring it on, dude. I got some really good attorneys, dude. Really good.
Oh no, you sound like my brother Jason,
undefeated, dude.
You sound like Trump. You got the best attorneys in the world, the
Dude,
best ones.
They're big league, dude. They're really big league, dude. They're big leagues. Fucking, we stretched an extra 20 minutes, dude, after my fucking heart attack. I had a fucking heart attack during the show, dude.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Hey,
That was
let
cool.
me get the out music, dude. But it's good to get you back in this fucking game again.
Back in
bro.
the saddle.
Yeah. Oh shit, we must have ran through that bitch.
All right,
I'm trying.
next Sunday, Frazier.
Yeah, we'll get it on. Go Raiders. Don't forget to subscribe.